Are you there? Can you hear me, students? Yes, Mukund? Use the above link. Okay, use the above link to give your test. Submit me the answers. If any doubt, please ask me. Yes, dear students, please use this above link and write this test. Sorry, submit the answers. This is on compilers only. Already one test was taken at the beginning on compilers, at middle of the compilers. So this is another 10 MCQs on compilers. Please answer them. Are you doing the test? Am I audible? has left. Why Pranali has left? Please join the class and do the answers. Are you doing the answers? Sonia? Mukund, are you there? Am I audible? Hello, Mukund? Onkar? Giteshwari Sindhya has left. Okay. Please do the test and submit the answers. I want all the strength to be answered. Giteshwari also has left. Snehal left. Onkar, are you there? Yogesh, all boys? Yes, may I know why the strength is less today? Sonia, can you answer? Mukund, where you are? Vaishnavi? Saloni, Vivita? Can you hear me? Please submit the test. I have given the link. I had posted the link. Please go through it and submit the answers. Sakshi has left. No student should leave. Why you people are leaving without writing test? Check the link now. Check the link now. Vivek.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I have
Hello.
posted the link. Go through it.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, I have posted the link. Go through it. Vivek, can you answer me why most of the students are leaving? And Vivek Dakle has left, and Sakshi has left.
Hello, ma'am.
So many students are leaving. Yeah, where is Mukund? Can you tell me why Mukund is not answering? See, I want all the students to be answered, all the 70. I'll check the response in your friend in on the screen itself. The response is very poor and the students are not answering. Hello, Mukund. Hello. Hello, Mukund. Hello, Mukund. Please inform someone to answer me. Mukund. Only 51 students have responded. Remaining students respond the test. Why, Onkar, you are late to the class? You are late to the class.
जी मैडम, केक बना रहा था। काम था मैडम, इसलिए लेट हुआ, सॉरी।
Write the test, submit me.
जी करता हूँ, जरूर करता हूँ।
Yes, only 52 students have answered. Remaining students, please answer. Should I have to wait or what? I should consider you as absent. Yes. Onkar, where are the other students? Do you know anything? Yes, Onkar, do you know where are the other students? Where is Mukund? Why Mukund is absent today or what? Yes. Okay, let me begin the linker chapter. As I was telling, linker it itself is nothing but linking the different modules of the program for execution of the program. And we know that there are certain steps in execution of a program, that is translation of the program, linking of the program, and relocation and loading. The translation is nothing but the different translations which are done by the different program sorry different the different translations which have been taken place in different translators, like compilers and assemblers. So they themselves generate their respective files, and at last what the translated file which we are getting, it is nothing but the at last, in the sense, after two translations of compiler and assemblers, we are going to get the object module, and that object module translated file, further it goes and converts for zeros and ones, which is of the binary forms, and which is of the binary form, and which acts as the input for the linking of the program, for which acts as input for linking of the program. And here in linking, as it makes the differences in addresses allocated, the address which is allocated by the program by the programmer in the source program may get changed during the period when it comes to the time for linking. So the addresses which are going to take changes, so those which are nothing but the addresses which are modifiable addresses, so such addresses can be relocated. So for that we purpose, we call it as can be relocated, in the sense they are not the fixed address. Because since in yesterday's class I was been showing you this example, like the start is the address, start 500 is the address where the program has beginned at the address called as 500, and extern and entry are, these are nothing but the global, making that variables like total, max and alpha, making these variables as global, making these variable as global. And about this I will teach you in the next class how the program will get linked using these global variable declarations. So these global variables which are acting as the external variables, which can also be the globally can be called by the different models, so that they can be called in the program for execution whatever whenever they are required in the program. So as here it is required like max, here it is required alpha is here. So likewise how they are required, but at this point of view the total max alpha are nothing but the public declarations or the global declarations for this program. But that is not the question. Here is the question, how the program will be relocated. That is called as the program relocation. So for program relocation, yes, are you there in the class? Are you listening? For program relocation, what we need to do. So for consider this program. So this program is having the address which it is going to start at the address called as 500. As it get processed, here is the line which is seeing the statement called as read is the opcode, sorry, read is the statement which it is reading, and it is beginning at the first line by the assembler, as the first line by the assembler. So this line is beginning at the 500 because the programmer has been given the address to be started for this program at 500. So like this, so on for loop it is getting as 501, and one in the assemblers we have seen how the address will get incremented, as we prolong to the next statement. So that we have seen. So here how and what would be the object module. The object module depends on the type of the operation and the operand 1 and 2. So it depend object module or the target program, which depends on the line of the statement, or whatever the statement is. So this up to here, when we have seen here read a is nothing but the forward reference. Somewhere it will be treated, it is a overhead for this program, for the compiler, so that it will treat that somewhere a is declared or having some address. Right now here it is not getting any address for a, no address for a right now here, no address for, but only for this line the address is there. But only for this line the address is there. For this line the address is something like it is beginning at 500, but still the address is not yet allocated for a. So as it goes further, somewhere here at the forward reference it has come to know now the address is something like 540. So this processing and all we have seen how does it does. Now whatever you are seeing here, the dashes, it is treated that the program is in continuation. So for some few of the line it is been given here the address allocation and as well as the opcode of the particular that line. Now if you go with this line, the opcode is for read is 9, and operand 1 is there is no operand 1, so operand 2 is a. So for no operand it is opcode, its opcode is 0, and a is somewhere located at forward reference, and it is found to be at the address called as 540. So therefore here it is the address called as 540. Here it is the address called as 540. Likewise for the next line called as the loop is also a label, so which is found in the symbol table, and its address is found to be as 501, and but here there are no opcode instruction, there is no instruction. So for that reason there is no opcode also. So there is no such object module which is generated for this line. So here the question is that how the why we call it as program relocation. So as we know that the program will get executed in the secondary memory, and in the main memory part which is given by the operating system, it will have its own fixed program, so that what the program it has to run, it has to execute at its particular time. So it knows that. But the program which is given the program which is in the user hand will run in the will run in the secondary memory, and that running program which is in the secondary memory, so it will have the address during the time of the source as the source program will get loaded, will go for execution. At that time the address will be generated, and that address is said to be as the translated address. That address is said to be as the translated address, or even the sometimes some different terminologies also we have seen, that is translated translation time address also it is called as. So though such addresses which are called as the relocatable address. Why? Because they are not fixed. So as they go for the linking, during the linking time and during the execution time, that is nothing but during the loading time, the address will be different. The address will be totally different. So during the linking time also, yesterday I have told you one example. During linking time the address would be at 900. So the same time a could be at a whatever the object module for binary program generation, it could be at 940, it could be at 940. So this address change, which is not which is because of the relocatable, which is because of the relocatable, for already the address will be relocatable, means it is not a fixed address. So such relocatable address which are going to be changed, so such changes are done always by the linkers. So if there is no changes, also yesterday we made one commitment, such if there are no changes in the addresses, they are also called as the absolute loaders, if it does not do any changes in the addressability. So for due to that reason it is called as the absolute loaders. And in yesterday's class also we have seen some few few statements or the few terms which were related to the program relocation, that is the absolute address should not be equal to null. I means it indicates that there is some address either because of the data, or either because of the memory word, or either because of the instruction. So any address would be there. So such address is also called as the constant address. Such address is also called as the constant address. And one more thing, we have also seen that the start address, now say for example the 500 is the start address, which is also called as the translation address. So which is also called as the translation address. So such addresses which are called as the relocatable addresses, such address which were also called as the relocatable address. Now let us see here what is the definition of the program relocation. The program relocation here is nothing but the process of modifying the address used in the address sensitive instructions such that the program can execute correctly from the designated area of the memory. Now what is the designated area of the memory? The designated area of the memory which is the program should begin, or the origin of the program was at 500. So it has come during the linking time to the 900. So this is how the what would be it is not like that the address what it is during the translated time will be the same address, will not be the same address. So if it is the same address, means that time we call it as the the address which is not yet changed. Means why it is not yet changed? It is maybe because of the operating system. Maybe at that area there are no such programs are running. That's what the same program would be running, and maybe it has got the same address. That due to that reason it is also called as the so due to that reason the address was not changed, and it was also called as the absolute address. It was also called as the absolute address. So that is all how about the program relocation. And such program relocations are nothing but the modifying addresses, and which are not the fixed addresses. So this yesterday's class we have made the conclusion in the yesterday's class, and I would like to show here the notes also what I have shown in the yesterday's class, that the steps we have learned, and we have also seen the schematic program execution, how it was. The translator and the different translator, here we can think of the macro processor and the compiler and assemblers. We can think such translators would generate the program called as the object module, and further this act as the input for the linker. It links various object module files for execution of the program to generate it in the machine understandable language, and again this further act as the input for the loader, and during this period the address will not be same what the address here during the translator for the source program will be as 500. Assume that here the linker will give the address at 900, and assume that here the loader, if it is taking the same address, it is called as the absolute address, and if it is not taking the same address, it is called as the program relocatable address. Means the address was, the address will be changed here. So such to generate, and finally after loading the program into the main memory, now the program goes for execution and gives you the result. This is how we have seen. And here uh, let me check how many students you have answered, as the today's response is very poor, and no students are trying doing in short period of time, and you people are taking more time in solving such an answer, and there is no huge strength, and each one of you are leaving and coming to the class. Of course no, because some students will be doing the answer, some will go out of the class. And why you are doing like this today, as the strength is also very poor, and still the students have answered 56 only. Yes, Onkar, may I know the strength of the class? It is 39. Yes. Yes, are you there? I mean, Mukund? Mukund, are you there? Are students are doing still test, as only 53 have done? So the next topic is on dealing with the example how the program exactly will be relocated. The program exactly how does it get relocated means, suppose as I have shown here in the example, like linking are the statements which we have, like extern and entry statements, where extern is the statement which is making the variables as globally they are called, as globally they are called in whatever the modules we are preferring. And for them, making the entry means, making the entry in the sense, entry is such a term where the program has to begin by making an entry. So these are the two terms which make the program for linking, which make the program for linking. And further, here is the example, like say for example here the two statements which are made as, not two statements, yeah, two lines of statements, but in this two lines of statements there are the three variables which are made as the public definitions, and these public definitions which are made by using the term called as extern, using the term called as extern, where such public definition is nothing but a symbol defined in a program and a program unit that may be referenced in other program unit also. So that's what these are externally referenced. I mean, this reference to a symbol that is not defined, okay, that is not defined in the program unit containing the such reference, okay. Here by making as extern means the symbol to which external reference are made, that is called as, okay, the symbol to which the external reference are made to the program unit. Now this is the program unit. This program unit like max, alpha and total can be made as the external reference. They can also be called in another module of the program also, okay, they can also be called in another module of the. Likewise we also use entry, but entry, such example entry which I have not made here. Entry is also making a program unit list, and that is also a I mean public definition means publicly which can be called, and that publicly which can be called in the sense in both the modules it can be called. Now here what is happening means this makes as the reference, this makes as the reference to other program also, or to the same program also. In the same program also I can make use of that these. Now here I have made used like alpha max alpha are the two external reference. These two are the variables which are used in this module, and other than that total I have not used here in this program. So for that reason it is not made as a reference to this program. It is not made as a reference to this program. Maybe it is made as reference to another program or to some other program, but in this program the total is not made as the reference. So likewise, so they may, I mean, if in case it is declared as entry also, what would it happen? It would have made as global declaration. It would made as global declarations. So here in this program, how we can resolve an external references here, that we need to understand. And also we need to understand how it is making the entry and external reference to other program also, and how does it makes the linking, as linking is the action of putting the correct linked address in those instructions of the program that contain the external references. Now here the and external references are max and alpha. So how we can link to this, the same address or the correct address which it wanted, like 518 should be and 519 should be for this particular line. Why for this particular line? Why? Because max and alpha are made as a reference. So while linking also I must get the same correct linked address. I must get the same correct linked address during the execution of the program. So that time the same program can also be called as the absolute loader. While because execution in the sense here, it is the question, or it is the thing that you should think that it's making the program entry into the loader, so that it is making the program for or making the program ready to execute. That means it is haunting for the address. Where it is haunting for the address means in main memory, where it is searching for particular address. So where I can go and sit in a particular memory, in a particular address location, so that I can run my program. Means it is thinking in that way, so that I can so that somebody can run me whenever they made a run to me, where how I should run, how I should show the result, or how I should make the entry. So for everything to run in the main memory, so there should be a fixed area in the this fixed area is allocated by the operating system. This its implementation, it is known to the operating system. So it will not make if some other program is running, so it should keep haunting some other location, it should search. So that time it is called as the program relocatable. Why it is relocatable means the memory is the address which is started at the same address may not be the same address during the runtime of the program in the memory. Now suppose 500 is the address which is started for this program, but the same 500 cannot be the address location during the runtime of the program. Why? Because the same 500 cannot run, sorry, the same 500 cannot be the allocated memory area during the runtime of the program. So that is the reason it is called as the such addresses are called as the relocatable addresses. This such 500 is called as the relocatable, means it is not a fixed address. Who knows what address it may take during the runtime of the program. So we can make the linking using the external reference and entry. Entry is nothing but the it is also a public definition. It is also a public definition, so that it unite the programs. It unite the program, the which can be referenced in other. I mean, which can it can reunite the program in another program also. So which can make the reference. So by doing like that, what does it happen? It makes the linking for particular variable, so that it can link it and go for execution. Suppose the total is not yet linked here. Assume that the total is not yet linked, but still it is not. If the total is not yet linked means why? Because it is not yet made as a reference in the program. It is not yet made as a reference in the program. That's what the total is. Total is ready to make as reference, but total is nowhere required in the program. So that's the reason it is not yet made as a reference, but still it goes linking with the max and alpha wherever, however the program depends for necessities of the program. So one, are you there listening to the class? Let me check how many of you have answered. 58 students have answered. 1, are you there? 2?
Yes, ma'am.
3?
Present, ma'am.
4?
Ma'am, roll number 2 present.
4?
Ma'am, number 2.
Yes, I said. 5?
4
Yes,
present. 5
Huh.
present, ma'am.
6?
Present.
7?
Present, madam.
8?
Present.
9?
9 present, ma'am.
Have you seen the notes which I have posted for compiler, handwritten notes? Yes, all of you, have you seen the notes? Yes, all of you, have you seen the notes which I have posted in SP group? Hello? Roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at least? Or you have left? Roll number 1, 2, 3. 3, 4,
Yes,
5.
ma'am.
Have you seen the notes which I have posted handwritten? Have you seen?
Yes, ma'am.
In which group?
Yes, ma'am.
In which group? SP group? Hello? It is in SP group. Please go through those handwritten notes of the compiler. Somebody is joining now. Sanyogita. Sanyogita, have you done the test? Sanyogita, have you done the test? Hello?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
44 is your number.
Yes.
Okay, Sanyogita has done the test now. Seven, 8, 9,
Present.
9 present, ma'am.
10,
10 present, ma'am.
then 11,
Present, ma'am.
12, 13,
Present, ma'am. 13.
14, 15,
Present, ma'am.
16,
Present, ma'am.
17, 18,
Present, ma'am.
19,
Present, ma'am.
20,
20 present.
21, 22,
Present, ma'am.
23, 24,
Present.
25,
Present, ma'am.
26,
Present, ma'am.
27,
27 present, ma'am.
28,
28 present, ma'am.
29,
Yes, ma'am.
30,
Present, ma'am.
31, 32,
Present, ma'am.
32. Have you understood today's class, which I have told linker?
Yes, ma'am.
33,
Present, ma'am.
34,
Present, ma'am.
35, 36,
Present, ma'am.
37,
Present, ma'am.
38,
Present, ma'am.
39, 40,
40 present, ma'am.
41, 42,
42 present, ma'am.
43, 44,
Yes, ma'am.
45, 46,
Yes, ma'am.
47,
Yes, ma'am.
48,
Present, ma'am.
49,
Present, ma'am.
50, 51, 52, 53, 54,
Present.
55,
Present.
56, 57. I think these students have not written test also. 58,
Present.
59, 60, 62, sorry, 61, 62, 63. Where are other students have gone? I mean, is there any other test or any apti is there for? Is there any apti? Hello? Okay. 66.
64 present, ma'am.
65.
Present.
66. 67. 68.
Present, ma'am.
69,
Present.
70.
Present.
Absentees are 7, 8, 12, 31, 39, 41, 50, 51, 52, 53, 56, 57, 59, 61, 62, 63, 67.
7 present, ma'am. Number 8.
Roll number?
7, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, roll number 8.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Please go through those handwritten notes. And still, if you want the PDF notes, that also will be posted so that you can compare them. Thank you all.
Okay.
Any other doubt? Somebody is talking.
Ma'am, 41 also present.
Which number?
She having network issue.
41.
A41.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Madam, please repeat absent number.
12, 31, 39, 50, 51, 52, 53, 56, 57, 59, 61, 62, 63, 67.
Okay, ma'am.